Good morning from Alabama. I'm Kimberly. This is my channel, Kimberly Down South. And my channel is all about Slimming World. And my goal to lose, which I've never actually said this before, I would like to lose 100 pounds. And I started Slimming World last year. And I was doing really well with Slimming World. I had lost, I think my maximum I lost was maybe 18 pounds. Somewhere between 16 and 18 pounds, I think. I can't remember exactly. And the program was really working for me. And then towards the end of the year, starting about Thanksgiving, around November, and through the holidays, Christmas and New Year's, I just lost my motivation and started eating all the holiday foods and giving into temptation, and all the time being aware that I was slowly gaining my weight back. By the time Christmas was over, I had gained all but about maybe 5 pounds back. But apparently I didn't completely stop there, and I weighed this past week and actually put it into my Slimming World planner, and I gained all the rest of it back. So I've gained back everything that I lost, that I worked so hard for. And I thought that I might just give up and just keep doing what I wanted, and forgetting the weight loss, forgetting doing these videos. And I thought, why would I do that? Why would I give up on myself? If it was a friend of mine losing weight, I wouldn't give up on them. I would keep trying to encourage them. So why would I give up on myself? So I decided just now, literally just now, as I was going down the road to flip on the camera and make this little video, to say, I think that I'm ready to motivate myself again like I was last year and get back with it, even though I'm starting over, to get back with it. And here's what I know based on my past experience. So as you see, I'm in my car. I'm headed to the dermatologist for an appointment. So I have a little bit of time to do this. I just finished my bus route, and I do have some other things going on, possibly in the work, in my work life, which I'm not going to talk about it now, but I may talk about it in the future. So, what I learned about doing Slimming World and why I am committed to doing it, and why I'm going back to doing it as opposed to other plans. Okay. The basic thing that sent me to Slimming World in the first place is the plan. There are a lot of weight loss options out there these days that people are trying. They're doing calorie counting, they're doing Weight Watchers, they're doing Slimming World, they're doing Mounjaro, Wegovy, Ozempic, all of the GLP-1s, they're doing weight loss surgeries. There's just all sorts of things that are out there and are options for you to lose weight. In my mindset, what I'm trying to do is not just lose the weight, but to be able to maintain the weight loss. And the way that I can do that is to learn how to eat balanced to lose the weight and balanced to maintain the weight loss. And I feel like Slimming World is one of the last programs that's holding on to showing people how to eat properly, how to look at your plate and make sure you have healthy things on your plate, that you're not just eating a bunch of rubbish and gaining weight. And not to downplay GLP-1s, but even Weight Watchers has partnered and offers GLP-1 options. And to me, that kind of, to have a specific plan partner with something like that when your basic plan to begin with was showing you how to change your food intake, I feel like that is a conflict of interest. Now, I'm not saying that people cannot use GLP-1s as a tool, or even, continue. So I think GLP-1s can be used as a tool to help curb maybe some of your cravings. Now, I have found, because I am pre-diabetic, or at least I have been on my last visits to the doctor, we discussed it and I went on metformin. Now, metformin worked for me in that way. It curbed my cravings for sweet things, which is my downfall. Sorry, this thing keeps. Anyway, this is a scent thing that keeps going back and forth in my car. Anyway, just ignore it. But yes, GLP-1s I think can be a tool to help you in the cravings, just like the metformin helped me with the sweet cravings. It doesn't do that for everybody, but it did do it for me. And but I feel like if you are promoting yourself as a healthy eating program like Slimming World does, to then go and partner with a GLP-1 program, such as what Weight Watchers has done, I feel like you are saying, well, our food program is not enough. We feel like you need to do this instead. So the reason I went to Slimming World is because I don't want those lines to be blurred between the food program. And then if I seek to do something additional, I can do that on the side. Like, I can go to my doctor to get me set up with the GLP-1. I feel like, because that is something that is a medication that you are injecting into your body, I do feel like you need to be under the supervision of a medical professional, because I think if you are using a GLP-1, it is not a long-term something that you want to continue taking. It is a tool that you can use for a certain amount of time to get yourself in the right direction, but I don't feel like it's something you need to be taking long term. And I'm also concerned. The reason I haven't done it is I'm concerned about the long term effects of what these medications can do to you, because we don't know what the long term effects are, because they haven't been around as long as other things like when I'm on the metformin. That has been around for years, so many years. They know of long term effects, and interactions and all these other things. But with the GLP-1s, they're new, so we don't know exactly what may come about in 30 years or 40 years as a side effect of them. So anyway, all of that to say, while these other things are tools, I feel like the reason I go to Slimming World, the program, is because I want to change my mindset of food and how I approach food. And that no matter what, if I know how to plate my food properly and portion out my food properly, I can always use this program to get me where I need to be. So that's the main reason that I have gone to Slimming World and why I want to continue using Slimming World. Secondarily, because I've been doing these videos and I have found a very supportive community on the internet and through YouTube videos and through the Losers Club, which is a group that was established by Lisa and Rufus Lee. They do a program on YouTube, and then they also have a Facebook group. And anytime you need advice or support or have questions, this group will be there for you and will help you and support you. So I feel like the Slimming World program has drawn this group together in a way that's different. I did formally go to the meetings when I was living in the UK, and I really enjoyed the meetings. But I have been made aware that meetings are different now. But what I find with the group I have found online is that they are very supportive. In the same way, I get the same feeling that I used to get when I was going to the meetings. So I feel like Slimming World in and of itself is so popular in the UK that you're able to find a support group online. Now, you can also do this through the app, which is how I follow Slimming World. And there are meetings, live, like Zoom-like meetings that you can attend, as well as other meeting ideas. I mean, they have other subjects, not just like meetings, but they have topics as well. Certain foods or certain holidays, times of the year, or whatever. So there's a lot that you can get online in different areas for Slimming World through the app and through the Facebook groups, the YouTube groups, etc. So I find Slimming World has a very good support group online. I'm trying to get that thing out of the way because it's annoying me. So I guess in all, I just want to come back and say that I am recommitting myself to the program. I'm going back to the bare bones of the program, which will include tracking my food, which I think is so vitally important, especially when you're first starting out. And even if you've been doing this program for a long time, I do think you have to sometimes go back to the basic principles of the program, such as tracking. I feel like we get comfortable after a while, like, oh, I've done this for so long, I don't need to track it. But I think you sometimes would be surprised about how much you're eating and the types of foods that you're eating if you don't track it. you might look at it and be like, I really could have incorporated more speed foods, vegetables, etc. in my plan that day, and maybe that would have helped me. I mean, you can look at your, if you track, you can look at your meals for a day, for a week. You can see what your weight loss was from week to week, and then you can correlate those together. Like, why did I not lose any weight this week? Let me look back. You know, maybe I had more potatoes and pasta, and I didn't have a lot of speed foods. And maybe I had a lot of potatoes and pasta and rice, and I didn't eat as much protein, so I wasn't as feeling as full as I normally would have. So tracking is good for all of those reasons, and I highly recommend, if you are not going to a group but you want to follow the Slimming World plan, to try the app, and then you can get a lot out of it. So all of that in summary to say that I am recommitting myself to Slimming World and to tracking my foods, planning ahead. I can't plan everything ahead, because if I plan too far out, I don't want what I have in my mind to eat by the day that it gets here. But I do keep things on hand that I can make sort of short notice, and maybe just fill in with a few things that I picked up from the store. But I do have to have something in mind. Like, I have to say, I've got chicken breast in my freezer, I've got lean mince in my freezer, I've got, you guys probably call it gammon, but we call it like a ham steak. It's like a slice of ham, and you can cut the fat and everything away, so I keep something like that on hand. So I have a variety of things, as well as rices, potatoes, pastas. I have some of the Knorr pastas. I have some of the Knorr rice packets. All of those things. I keep things like that on hand, so at a short notice, I can put something together. Even frozen vegetables. There's very few things that I buy fresh unless I really plan to use them within the next day or two. Otherwise, I buy frozen vegetables. If I want to make a cottage pie, I have frozen peas and carrots and all of those sorts of things. I can whip up a cottage pie, at short notice. So, planning ahead, tracking my food, recommitting myself to the habits that I had before, which is watching all of the all of the YouTube videos for other slimmers out there of the various sorts, and following along on the Losers Club, all of the things that I was doing that kept me going in the right direction. So this is my video to let you know that I have not disappeared. I'm not giving up. I have gained back all of the weight, but I do plan to turn it around. I've just got to keep myself motivated and recommit to all the good habits, and keep doing these videos. Which keeps me accountable. So I am almost to the location of where I'm going. So I'm going to go ahead and close out. I hate this seatbelt. I know you see me keep pulling at it, but it goes right across my neck. I'm too short. But anyway, I'm signing out because I'm almost at the place for my appointment. And hopefully I will catch up with you guys again soon with another video with some more content, maybe finding a new recipe to try, and some of the other things that I have done before. So thank you for checking in with me. I do know somebody had some questions on some of my videos or comments, so I've got to go back and read some of my comments and reply to them. and I will do that soon. So I love you. Thank you for stopping by and checking in, and I will be back with you soon. Bye.